Hey Taurus, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for October 4th, 2022. This is for Taurus. Last shuffle here for Taurus and all Taurian placements. And just know if the video goes over a certain amount of time and it cuts off on a platform, it will always be extended and available on YouTube. So we have your higher self and healing light. Very spiritual, very spiritual. But honestly, this is like your higher self wants you to see something for what it is, which would be your heart, right? So a lot of times, this is more so connecting you to the more compassionate side of whatever your situation is. But the healing light, a lot of times when you're looking at this scenario and this spiritual energy, this is like something that may be painful or annoying or undesirable, but as a feature or as a characteristic or as a behavior or a thought process, it's always something undesirable in some way. But the fact that is being revealed is like relieving. It relieves the pressure off you. It's like, oh, it was me kind of thing. You know, like no one ever wants to be the one that they're saying, okay, well, you got a lot of communication coming, but the communication is triggering whatever the communication is. And so this is like understanding that the healing light is that you may feel like a child, like you're treated like a child with the Page of Wands, right? And so the communication that you are receiving may be that you are being talked down to in some way, and it does trigger you and makes you feel like Spirit's not playing. You got whatever this communication is, it is, you have a choice to make, right? You have a choice. Now, you could either, your spirit wants you to be very careful about what you say, because it's almost as though something has to stop, right? And that's the way that it looks. Like your spirit is saying something's got to give. The world is here saying that something's got to give, okay? Then you have the King of Cups, you have the Eight of Wands, you have the Knight of Swords. This is highly interesting to me because it does look like where your higher self, which is typically like your heart chakra, or like, oh gosh, I'm trying to give the best description of what your higher self is telling you to do. They want you to communicate out of love first of all, because love conquers everything. But there is some communication coming towards you. Someone is actually maybe doesn't think before they speak, maybe. That may be the type of person. And when they say things, it's either goes in circles here, or it escalates. And it's usually something that it's cloaked in love, but it may be very disappointing to hear. It may be something very heartbreaking to hear, but they cloak it in love. You know, like in the South, right? They always say, oh, bless your heart. And they really mean that you're like poor, unfortunate thing, you know, but you're thinking, oh, they just bless my heart. No, they're low key dissing you, kind of thing. So that, and there would be something like, where you hear people say that couldn't be me. They picked the right one. And they're really saying they picked the right one to mess with because, they wouldn't dare do that to me. They'll disrespect you. So somebody may be saying things like that to you, that nicety, you know what I mean? Nice, but nasty at the same time. And there's an energy of this, of you making a choice. Spirit almost wants you to call it out, because the Knight of Swords does not play. The Knight of Swords is going to say what needs to be said. They're going to lance the wound. He's coming with a sword. He's here to shut down the disappointment and whatever mental ninja mess is going on, mind bending, whatever, and also to cleanse and heal the situation, because truth, truth heals all things. Honestly, truth hurts sometimes, but doesn't, when you're cleaning a wound, doesn't that hurt too? And so with this energy, that they want you, or your higher self is like, listen, you got to be honest. And you've got to communicate effectively. You can't afford to sit back on whatever this communication is, but to come from a place of love, to speak from a place of love. But also, this means also not being super emotional and dramatic about it. It's like, of course, if someone's triggering you, you can't, like, I have nothing to say. You got to do what you got to do, kind of thing, right? But this looks like, saying out of love, why would you? The Knight of Swords, he's inquisitive, so it would be like asking questions, like, what was that? What was the purpose of saying that? What's your end game? Is that why? What were you? What was the? What were your intentions when you said that? What did you expect to come? For me or anyone else that you just said this to feel the kind of thing. There's a need to question something, but it's more so to connect someone to their heart space, to get them to understand that what they say can be quite offensive if there's someone in your space that way. That's what this looks like there's some sort of energy of you having to question this, but from a loving place. They're not asking you to be angry. They like make a choice, because this healing light energy could say that somebody makes you feel quite small in your home. Almost, I think it's someone in your house, I'm not sure, and maybe someone in your home, or someone who, it's always like they see you very confident. They have to bring up something that, counter to that, kind of thing. Like if you're wearing something really nice or something, they're like, "Ooh, you're brave," and really they mean it in a ooh kind of, that sounds nice, but then there's an undertone of ick. Okay, I just had to break that down because I see so much in this, and I'm not sure who is going to touch it all. You could be dealing with a Leo, Aquarius, or Scorpio in that. We have family, friends, and guides. That's Ten of Pentacles and Two of Swords. Um, this is like you're you're gonna have to take advantage of your position and your family. The Ten of Pentacles is like you may be the legacy holder. You may be the person that everyone looks to in some way with the Ten of Pentacles. Like, okay, Taurus is just the person that is carrying the torch for the family kind of thing. They may look to you in some way. But this is also about, you're going to have to take advantage of that position, and maybe wear many hats in this. Like, not only are you a relative, but now you're a guide. And not only that, but I'm going to talk to you like I would talk to my friends out here. You shouldn't say XYZ, kind of thing. It's like wear many hats in this energy. And then you have King of Swords and you have the Two of Cups, letting go. You have to let go of your ideals of what, how people should act in relationships and stuff and thing. With the letting go, Two of Cups and King of Swords. Honestly, that's that. There's a fantasy attached to that, like that in your mind, you may, with the King of Swords, right? Be like, oh, well, logically, we're connected, so they should be, on the even playing field with me, especially mentally, and talk to me in a certain way or understand things in a certain way. Their comprehension level should be as such. We're together, or like say it's a romantic relationship, or this is familial. They should just get it, right? That we're connected. There's certain things you just don't do. They should notice that that's something I wouldn't enjoy or like to be said to me. But you have to let go of those expectations, because that's not the case, right? Everyone thinks differently. That's the King of Swords energy. Everyone has their own code of logic that they follow, and so there's an energy of needing to let go of that. Like, and I think that's where it starts off. It kicks off is like I have to let go, because it's like you may be deluding yourself that why would anybody say certain things or act a certain way, and it's because people don't have the same values as you, when it comes to caring for other people. As you see that anyway, I see that a lot for fixed energy. People are, the other energies, fixed energies have a certain code of ethics, right? A certain way of behaving or treating people that they care for, and then the other signs, I mean, they're cardinal and mutable, and they can switch direction very easily, turn them on, the feelings on and off. And so that may be something that you may be dealing with, is that maybe you're dealing with other energies, right? That just, they don't have the same values. Okay, so this would be about you wearing many hats, that you understand things on a legacy type level, a level where this is something that we could pass down, treat other people the right way. And so they're telling you, you have no choice but to wear many hats in this energy and make a choice to speak out of love, right? But be very sure, ask questions like, What was the meaning of that? Why would you say XYZ kind of thing? So like I said, you could be dealing with those fixed energies, and yeah, basically Aquarius comes out a lot more stronger than all the rest of them though. All right, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.